Hey YouTube, my name is Heather and I love anti-MLM content here on YouTube. Today I'm really excited for us to watch a quick video from Savii HQ and top leaders where they're going to share some wisdom with us from their retreat in Mexico. I'm really excited to watch this video, and as always, please let me know what you think about this down below.
You are in the right place at the right time with the right people and the right product, and it's like it literally feels like the perfect storm.
Your time.
You are in the right place at the right time with the perfect product. It literally feels like a perfect storm. That is a really big narrative that's pushed in MLM companies where people are told that they are meant to be in this company with these people. They are meant to be at this retreat. And I think that kind of language may make it harder for someone to leave because they think that if they leave, that they are ignoring their life's purpose, that they may be ignoring what they're meant to do and meant to be. And they're not meant to be there. The people who start these MLM companies, they started it with a specific purpose in mind so as to be able to sell their products to the distributors, because there's a reason why Savii is not in stores. It's because it's hard for it to sell, of course. And MLM CEOs and employees know that this business model is very, very profitable for the company itself because they don't have to pay these distributors an actual wage or a salary. They don't have to pay benefits or a pension plan or retirement. They only have to pay these people if they sell or if they recruit, and it's very, very profitable. And then these MLM CEOs teach their top first distributors how to recruit people who may be more vulnerable, who may be seeking community, who may be in a financially vulnerable situation, and that's how people are brought in. They're not meant to be there. God does not. It does not intend us to be in an MLM company. A higher power does not want us to be in MLM companies and to be scammed. We are brought in for a specific reason. It's because someone saw a vulnerability in us and preyed on us to bring us into this structure. And then unfortunately, it is just a cycle of vulnerability and manipulation that, in my opinion, starts with the CEOs and makes its way down to the company's highest level distributors and then all the way down the pyramid.
Is uniquely your time. You are worthy of being here. You are called here, and that you're here for a reason.
You are right now everything you need to be.
Because you've got a team, and you've got resources, and you've got an executive team, and you have everything you need.
We're all here for each other. We love each other. We support each other, and we get to decide what this future looks like in this company.
You have something to offer someone else and hundreds of other someone else's.
But making a decision requires a commitment to action. You don't get to decide on results if you're unwilling to commit to action.
It's possible.
Making a commitment is something, I don't remember the exact quote. Making a commitment means that you will be able to commit to action, and you can't just want to be successful without being committed. And in my opinion, that kind of language really lends itself to the idea of blaming the individuals who can't find success in Savii because they're not committed enough. They weren't willing to find they weren't willing to sacrifice in order to find success, and that's why they're not in Mexico. And if only these Savii distributors were able to recommit to themselves, sacrifice in order to be successful, listen to their uplines, do what Jen Ashby tells them to do, they could be here in this Mexico Cabo retreat next year. And it's so sad because these kinds of retreats are advertised as free and you earn them. However, we know they're not free because in any MLM company, you have to meet certain purchase and sales requirements. You have to recruit a certain number of people in order to be qualified. And in the vast majority of these trips, a lot of the times these distributors will have to pay for airfare. They may have to pay for part of their hotel. In Beachbody for the Success Club trip, you can earn trip dollars, but a lot of the times, unless you're at the top of the company, you still may have to pay for all your airfare, which is like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And these trips are not free, but unfortunately they're portrayed as free.
For anyone to do it. You guys know that. You all have it in you. You have to just go chase it.
If there's something holding you
Again, we're not successful because we're not chasing the dream. It's all within us. We can all be successful and recruit hundreds and hundreds of people in Savii, and we can all be at the top of the company, but it's within us. And if we don't harness that inner being, that inner badass, then we are not going to be able to find success in Savii. The interesting part of MLM is every single company has words like this where they say everyone can be at the top, everyone can find success, but then there would not be enough people in the world for everyone to be at the top of Savii, because you would run out of people, and there wouldn't be anyone else to recruit, because it is an endless chain of recruiting where you have 5 people who recruit 5 people who recruit 5 people, and then not soon after you run out of the population of the whole world. And Savii is not a big company right now. I think they're only in the United States, and so you do have a limited number of people you can recruit, especially also with Savii, with your identified gender as well, because a lot of I feel like the majority of people who will wear Savii clothing identify as women, and there will be some men who also will wear Savii clothing, but I do think the market is limited, and this is not a consumable product. It's not shampoo, it's not skincare, so it's not like you buy some leggings and then in 3 weeks you run out of your leggings and you need new ones. No, you don't have to keep purchasing in order to replenish your stock of inventory, and that will make it harder to sell. So you are not going to find success in Savii just because you harness your inner being and you sacrifice. You'll find success in Savii if you're lucky, if you happen to have a big following on social media, and if you happen to get in early, you may find success in Savii. Now look, they're all on the beach and they're all doing yoga in their very pretty Savii clothing, and it's a really cool picture. And of course, this is in my opinion, this is an example of FOMO, where it's beautiful. Look at the beautiful beach. It looks really fun to have all these people together, and that's going to make more people want to be there next year, in my opinion.
You bet. Burn it. Burn it today. Burn the ships, be an eagle, and soar. Stop telling.
She was telling us to burn things that are holding us back, burn the eagle, burn the ships, and soar. I don't think we should be telling people to burn things that are like in our past that may be affecting how we are as an adult. And what she says when she says burn, in my opinion, means like forget those things from your past that change who you are, forget them and just move forward in your Savii business. Well, what if you need counseling to overcome something that happened in your past or something that happened recently? What if you need to talk to a mental health professional to help you figure out coping mechanisms and to help you really function well in the way that you want to as an adult? I hate the idea that mental health struggles are talked about so flippantly in the MLM industry, and it's just like, oh, write down your struggle, crumple it up, throw it in the fire, and it's gone, it's done. You don't even need to think about it again. And we know that mental health and trauma does not work like that. And if someone is really experiencing a traumatic experience or struggling mentally, they should seek mental health help, or if that's not financially accessible, they should talk to a loved one who they also trust.
Telling yourself that you can't. Stop telling yourself, what will they think? Who cares? I want you to figure out who you are and just own it.
Be you.
Yes, who cares what they think if it's like some asshole from high school that you didn't really like to begin with and that like was always mean to you and you don't really respect, but like, yes, care what you think. If it's your best friend, if it's your parents, if it's someone who loves you and respects you and treats you kindly, and you have a good relationship, yes, you should care what they think, because as adults, we should be able to take in outside information, analyze the existing information that we have, and then make a well-informed decision. But in MLM, you're taught to ignore any dissenting opinions, anything that's not directly positive to your actions and your company in your MLM, and you're told to ignore it. You're told to just push it aside. Who cares what they think? Their opinions don't pay your bills. And I think that's incredibly toxic and can really lend itself to individuals who think that everything they do is perfect and that they don't have any area where they could potentially improve or treat people in a kinder manner. Does that make sense?
Be confident in who you are. It just radiates and just keeps going.
Show the world what you have, and we will double, triple, quadruple.
They believed in me before I believed in me, and that belief turned into knowing. And it's the knowing that makes you completely unstoppable.
And we are going to build a multi-billion-dollar global brand.
That's a big example of manifestation in MLM. Jen Ashby, just because you say your company is going to be a multi-billion-dollar brand does not automatically mean it's going to happen. It could happen for you if you keep recruiting and your distributor base continues to grow and you expand to other countries. The only way that Savii is going to be a billion-dollar brand, the only way that any MLM company actually grows is if they continue to recruit and your distributors continue to purchase clothing and purchase their personal volume requirements.
You feel better because of this community and this culture, and that's what we need to turn around and spread.
The entire world needs this light and positivity and grace.
Savii means moving forward.
The entire world needs this light, this positivity, and this grace. Excuse me. Every MLM in the entire world thinks that every person in the world needs their specific MLM because their MLM is life-changing, is a game changer, and their MLM is the only way that you can be happy and fulfilled in your life. We know that's not true. We know that you can find really meaningful social connections and communities in other places for free or for a lot cheaper, in my opinion.
Together. That's our logo. That's our intent.
Who isn't in this room right now that needs to be on this journey with you? And then go home, write a list, call them and say, you need to look at this.
This is just the beginning, and the sky is the limit.
We are literally paving the way for a new category in our industry that nobody's done before.
I paused it at a bad time. They're paving their way for a new category in this industry that's no one has done before. People have done clothing. People have done activewear. What about Zaya activewear? There are clothing and activewear MLMs. That is a false statement. So they're telling us people who we love, who could benefit from this community, we need to call them and tell them to look at Savii. But the way they're phrasing this, it makes it seem like if you reach out to your loved one, it's because you care about them so much and you want them to be part of this community with you. But we know in reality, the motive that comes from Jen Ashby, in my opinion, and from all of the top distributors is that they want more people in the system buying the clothing so the money can continue to filter its way up to the top of the pyramid. We just need to be careful and think about the motive for everything that people in MLM say.
Before.
Go conquer and fill your dreams.
Please believe in us, and we will make it happen together.
We're going to win, and we're going to create something big, and we're just getting started.
Permission granted, be you.
Put on your armor. Let's go freaking take over the world.
I feel like the Savii saying it's permission granted to be you. Sure, permission granted to be me as long as I'm a part of your community and I wear your clothes and I participate in your fashion shows and do everything that my upline tells me to do and continue purchasing the clothes and continue paying into this system. So what do you think about this really short video showcasing the Mexico retreat for the top leaders and Savii headquarter employees? Very interesting. Of course, they showcase all of the beautiful views, the beautiful water, the beautiful sunsets, the really fun activities, the fun parties where Jen Ashby is hugging all of the top earners, the top distributors, when all of the HQ employees are sharing really inspirational pieces of information. It's all constructed in a way to encourage FOMO and also to make it seem really attainable, where all these women are saying, and one man, that like, you're here for a reason. All you have to do is dig deep inside, and you can also be in Savii, and you can also be here with us as long as you just harness your inner being and you sacrifice and you do what you need to do to be successful. But we know in Savii, this is for top leaders for a reason. There's only so much space at the top of the company, because for people to be at the top of these companies, you need majority of people at the bottom, and there's always someone at the bottom of the pyramid. There's literally no way for everyone to be at the top, or else it'd be like a square. It wouldn't be a pyramid. That's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'd love to hear what you think down below in the comments. Bye.